Quick question. What do you think hurts your test scores more? Not studying at all, or studying for 8 hours on 4 hours of sleep? If you picked not studying, you're wrong. A study from UCLA University says that. It should terrify you. This video is going to change everything you thought you knew about studying, because I'm about to show you the exact number of hours your teenage brain needs to actually remember what you studied. A UCLA University study tracked 535 high school students for 2 weeks. They monitored everything: study time, sleep time, test scores. Here's what they found. Students who studied less but slept more got higher grades than students who studied more but slept less. Read that again. The kid who studied for 2 hours and slept for 9 hours outperformed the kid who studied for 6 hours and slept for 5. How is that possible? Because your brain has a dirty little secret. Watch this video till the end to uncover how your brain really works. Right now, thousands of teenagers are making the same mistake. They're sacrificing sleep to study more, thinking they're being productive. Doesn't make sense, right? So today, I'm going to show you exactly how much sleep your teenage brain actually needs to lock in what you studied. The number might shock you, but trust me, it's not what you think. Let's get into it. So here's what's actually happening in your brain when you study. Every time you learn something new, whether it's a math formula, a historical date, or vocabulary words, your brain stores it temporarily. Think of it like saving a document to your desktop instead of your hard drive. It's there, but it's fragile. This temporary storage happens in a part of your brain called the hippocampus. Weird name, I know. It kind of looks like a seahorse, which is what hippocampus means in Greek. But here's the critical part. The hippocampus has limited space. It's like having a phone with only 16 gigabytes of storage. Eventually, you run out of room. So your brain has a system. Every night while you sleep, it transfers important information from temporary storage to long-term storage. This process is called memory consolidation, and it happens almost exclusively during deep sleep. Now here's where it gets interesting and a little scary. If you don't get enough deep sleep, your brain literally runs out of time to complete this transfer. Studies from the University of California, Berkeley found that getting less than 7 hours of sleep can reduce your ability to form new memories by up to 40%. Let me say that again, 40%. That means nearly half of what you studied could just disappear. Not because you didn't study hard enough, not because you're not smart enough, but because your brain didn't have enough time to save the file. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but adults function fine on 6 hours, why can't I? Great question, and the answer is going to make you feel a lot better about why you're always tired. Teenage brains are fundamentally different from adult brains. Your brain is literally still under construction. Between ages 12 and 25, your brain undergoes massive remodeling. It's pruning unnecessary connections and strengthening important ones. This process is called synaptic pruning, and it happens primarily during sleep. Think of it like renovating a house while people are still living in it. You need extra time when the house is quiet to get the work done. Adult brains have mostly finished this renovation. Teenage brains haven't. This is why the American Academy of Sleep Medicine recommends that teenagers get 8 to 10 hours of sleep per night. Not 6, not 7, 8 to 10. I know what you're thinking. That's impossible. I have homework, extracurriculars, a social life. I get it. I really do. But stick with me, because I'm going to show you why this matters more than you think, and more importantly, how to actually make it work with your chaotic schedule. But first, let's talk about what happens during those crucial sleep hours. Section 3. The Sleep Cycle Breakdown. Your brain doesn't just shut off when you sleep. It goes through different stages, and each stage does something different for your memory. There are 4 main stages of sleep, and they repeat in cycles throughout the night. Stage 1 is light sleep. You're drifting off. This lasts maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Stage 2 is slightly deeper. Your heart rate slows down. Your body temperature drops. This is where your brain starts processing the day. Stage 3 is deep sleep. This is the magic stage for memory consolidation. During deep sleep, your brain replays everything you learned that day. It's literally reviewing your notes for you. Brain scans show that the same neural patterns that fired when you first learned something fire again during deep sleep. Your brain is practicing, reinforcing, moving information from temporary to permanent storage. Then there's REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep. This is where you dream, and it's where your brain makes creative connections between ideas. Ever noticed how you sometimes understand something better after sleeping on it? That's REM sleep doing its job. Here's the problem. You need to complete 4 to 5 full sleep cycles to get adequate deep sleep and REM sleep. Each cycle takes about 90 minutes. Do the math. 4 cycles equals 6 hours. 5 cycles equals 7.5 hours. But here's the catch. Teenagers need more deep sleep than adults because of that brain renovation we talked about. So while an adult might scrape by on 4 cycles, your teenage brain actually needs closer to 5 or 6 cycles. That's why 8 to 10 hours isn't just a suggestion. It's what your brain actually requires to function properly. And when you don't get it, let me show you what happens. Section 4. The real cost of sleep deprivation. Let's run an experiment. 2 students, same class, same intelligence, same study habits. Student A gets 8 hours of sleep before an exam. Student B pulls an all-nighter, gets 4 hours. Who do you think performs better? If you said student A, you're right, but the gap is bigger than you think. Research from Harvard Medical School found that well-rested students score on average 30% higher than sleep-deprived students on memory-based tests. But it gets worse. Sleep deprivation doesn't just affect memory, it impacts everything. Your ability to focus drops dramatically. After just 1 night of bad sleep, your attention span resembles someone who's legally drunk. Your emotional regulation falls apart. Ever notice how everything feels more overwhelming when you're tired? That's not in your head. Sleep deprivation literally impairs your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for managing emotions and making good decisions. And here's the really scary part. Sleep debt accumulates. If you lose 2 hours of sleep every night for a week, you're not just 2 hours behind, you're 14 hours behind. Your brain doesn't forget, it keeps score. And unlike homework, you can't just catch up on the weekend. Studies show that recovery sleep helps, but it doesn't completely reverse the damage. Some cognitive impairment lingers for days. So every time you think, I'll just sleep less tonight and catch up later, you're making a deal with interest, and your brain is the one paying. Section 5. The Sleep Study Optimization Strategy. Okay, enough scary facts. Let's talk solutions, because I know you can't just magically add 3 hours to your day. Here's the truth. It's not about studying more, it's about studying smarter with your sleep cycle. Here's your action plan. Step 1. Study in the late afternoon or early evening. Your brain is most receptive to new information between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. Use this window for your hardest subjects. Step 2. Review right before bed. Spend 10 to 15 minutes reviewing what you studied earlier. Don't learn new material, just review. This gives your brain a clear signal, this information is important. Save this. Step 3. Protect your first and last 90 minutes of sleep. Those first 90 minutes contain your deepest sleep. That's when maximum memory consolidation happens. The last 90 minutes are mostly REM sleep. That's where creative problem solving happens. If you're going to cut sleep, don't cut from the edges. Better to sleep 6 solid hours than 7 hours with interruptions. Step 4. Create a sleep schedule. I know this sounds boring, but your brain loves consistency. When you go to bed at the same time every night, your brain learns when to start the consolidation process. Try to keep your sleep schedule within a 1-hour window, even on weekends. Step 5. The 90-minute rule. Can't get 8 hours? Aim for sleep in 90-minute increments. 6 hours is better than 7 because you complete full cycles without waking up mid-cycle.
Waking up in the middle of deep sleep is why you sometimes feel worse after 7 hours than after 6. Step 6. Power naps. Use wisely. If you're absolutely desperate, a 20-minute nap can help, but keep it under 30 minutes. Any longer and you'll risk entering deep sleep, which will make you groggier. Think of naps as emergency energy, not a replacement for actual sleep.
Section 6. Common Myths Debunked. Let's bust some myths before we wrap up. Myth 1. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Actually, chronic sleep deprivation might get you there faster. Sleep deprivation is linked to weakened immune systems, increased anxiety, and long-term cognitive decline. Myth 2. Caffeine solves everything. Caffeine blocks sleepiness signals. It doesn't restore cognitive function. Your brain is still impaired, you just don't feel it. It's like putting a band-aid on a broken bone. Myth 3. I can train myself to need less sleep. Nope, that's genetically determined. Less than 1% of the population has a gene mutation that allows them to function on 6 hours. You're probably not one of them. Myth 4. Weekends fix everything. Recovery sleep helps, but it doesn't erase the damage. Think of it like maxing out a credit card and paying the minimum balance. Myth 5. Sleep is for the weak. Top performers, athletes, CEOs, students with perfect GPAs prioritize sleep. LeBron James gets 12 hours. Jeff Bezos gets 8. Sleep isn't laziness, it's high-performance recovery. To summarize, here's what I want you to remember. Your brain is the most powerful tool you have. But like any tool, it needs maintenance. You wouldn't expect your phone to run perfectly on 10% battery. So why do we expect our brains to? Getting 8 to 10 hours of sleep isn't about being lazy or wasting time. It's about respecting the biology of learning. Every hour you sleep is an hour your brain spends making you smarter, sharper, and more capable. So tonight, when you're deciding between one more episode, one more scroll through your phone, or going to bed, remember this: your future self is counting on your present self to make the smart choice. That test you're studying for, that goal you're working toward, that dream you're chasing, they all depend on your brain working at full capacity. And that starts with sleep. So close the laptop, put down the phone, and give your brain the time it needs to do its job. Because you're not just sleeping, you're investing in every version of yourself that comes after tonight. Thanks for watching. Sleep well. If this video helped you, hit that like button and subscribe for more science-backed study tips. Drop a comment below. What's your biggest sleep struggle? Let's figure this out together.